Hey guys, how's it going? I know a lot of you were asking for a house tour and my house is way too messy to show you right now, so I thought I would do a messy house, clean with me house tour. If your house is messy, I hope this helps you get motivated to get it cleaned up. I'm probably gonna take about an hour and a half, 2 hours to get it all done. As usual, I will show the timer so you can see how long things are taking me. But if you are short on time or short on motivation, check out my power hour video or the 5x5. Both of them will get you motivated to clean up your entire house super quickly. All right, let's get started. I'm so excited to share this house tour or cleaning house tour with you. I know it's been a long time since I've been able to share and haven't really updated you on the fully finished product of my new house. We still have a few things left to finish up, but really it's just so comfortable and so wonderful, and I've just been really settling in and enjoying this space and making it my own. So anytime I start a whole house clean, I always start in the kitchen. I end up using this as a huge drop zone anyways as I clean the house, so I like to get a really good dent in it and get some of those dishes done. And so I kind of do a half clean of the kitchen. I'll put all this stuff away that's on the counter, do up some dishes, kind of put away some clean dishes, have kind of a space where I can work, because yeah, I'm gonna drop things here as I go by. And then this will also be the last place I clean, and usually the last place I wash the floors too. So for the house tour part of the kitchen, you can see I have a fully blue kitchen. I'm so in love with it. It's so happy and bright to walk down to. And we did a quartz countertop with kind of a gray vein running through it, and I just love it. And I didn't notice when I was filming it, you can see in the background our shop barn is all finished. My husband built that last summer while I was working on the house reno. So yeah, we did a lot of upgrades to this property while we were living in the trailer last summer, which is probably why I needed a really big break all through the fall and winter to just take a breather. Another thing we did with this reno was take down a lot of walls. So now I can see my dining room from the kitchen. We added some extra windows. We put in all new doors. It's just so bright and wonderful in here, and we have the best views from every single window. And I love standing in my kitchen and looking out. I can see all parts of my yard. I'm just so in love with how it turned out. This is one of my favorite parts of my kitchen, my drawer dishwashers. They're Fisher and Paykel, and they are the best because instead of having a big dishwasher flap down that's always in the way, or you're stubbing your shin on, you just pull these drawers out, you can pop them back in with your hip. Definitely worth the money. They weren't even that much more expensive than a regular dishwasher. And then of course we got the integrated panel, so you can't even see it's there. In our dining room, we still have our same table and chairs that we had at the last house, and they are getting pretty rough worn. It's almost time for an upgrade, at least on the chairs. But you know, we have these little kids that treat things pretty rough, so we're just kind of waiting on that. And then I do think I want to switch this table out for a round or an oval table. We have it pushed against the window to allow for people to walk around it, so I think maybe an oval table would fit better in here. I'm not sure if I want to buy one, or because we made this table and so it's got some sentimental value, if we're going to just kind of refab it into a oval table. I haven't actually asked my husband if we want to do that yet, but I don't know, we'll see. Stay tuned, that might be a project in the future. I'm mopping up the floors. I'm gonna just do them as I go through room by room. I like to finish one whole room at a time when I clean my house, just because if something interrupts me, at least a room is completely done, as opposed to, doing a little bit of this and a little bit of that. The only time I won't do that is if I just have time to tidy up. I'll just tidy up and vacuum, and that makes 80% of the difference. So in our living room, we still haven't finished the fireplace. That's kind of next up on the project list. And you can see we still have our furniture from our old house. And again, it's looking a little bit rough. I do have big ideas of furniture that might fit better in this space. But we have little kids, and my husband's like, just hold your horses for maybe another year or two before we can really kind of go for something a little bit nicer, higher quality that's not going to get colored on with Sharpie marker, which is what's kind of happening now to our furniture. We have a 3-year-old, he's our youngest, and I'm definitely enjoying him being young, but there are parts of me that's like, if you're just a little older. He's so sweet, but yeah, he's a bit of a destroyer still. One of my favorite features in this house is when we took the walls down, we added these pony walls and we left the sunken living room. I thought for sure we would lift the sunken living room. I thought sunken living rooms are outdated, but once we got that old carpet out and put in this nice new maple floor, I thought, why don't we just do a half wall and put these shelves in? So I'm just so in love with that, and I think it's going to be a really great space to decorate. I haven't really got to that yet, but I think it's really going to look cozy and warm, and we're going to be able to have some of our books and some of our keepsakes just there on the shelf, and adds a really nice transition between the two rooms, kind of keeping them private but at the same time open to each other. So this is our family room, and while I say we took down a lot of walls, we actually added a wall between the kitchen and this room. So that wall where our fridge and our pantry was a banister, was open to this room, and is now a wall, which is where we have our TV and we kind of all gather in the evening to relax. We also have a fireplace in this room that has yet to be finished. We're working on it. But this is really meant to be a kind of cozy den, library, living room, and I'm in love with it. As much as open concept has been such a huge trend for so long, I think everybody noticed in the pandemic that having a few closed off spaces where you can get some privacy and have some alone time is not a bad thing. You can see in the background, I've got all my boxes of decor and books and things I just haven't found a place for yet. This house is very different from the last house we came from, and we had all this furniture that kind of fits but kind of doesn't. So it feels a bit frustrating sometimes because I don't want to be wasteful and just swap my furniture out. But also I do need to get items and pieces that fit this space. We are staying here forever, or for longer than I've ever stayed anywhere. So I think it is worthwhile to get some things that really fit the space and suit our needs for our family. Okay, just about lunchtime. I'm off to a good start, but I'm gonna do one more room. It's bad. And then I'm gonna have some lunch, and I'm gonna keep going. Okay, here's my laundry room. This room has undergone probably the biggest transformation of any of the rooms. Before, it just opened into the garage and we had our laundry kind of sitting on the wall. Now we flipped the laundry over so it's stacked, added in this cabinet and a sink, and then where there was a window before, and you can see there's that skinny window, we added a door. So now we have access into this mudroom from the outside, and it's made a huge difference. All of our coats, all of our boots, all of our muddy gear stays back here out of the way. We can access this room from the garage and from the outside. It was a lot to cut through the brick on the outside, but we use this room constantly, whereas before it just kind of languished and didn't get used for anything. Now this is one of our primary places. We are coming and going, and even all of our friends use this space. So I'm so glad we made the upgrades to this space that we did. It made it so much more functional for us. Welcome to my schoolroom, our craft room. It is kind of a disaster in here, but also I love it because it's a space where my kids can come. We do our homeschool here. They can do their crafts, and it really helps keep that kind of paper clutter and crafting clutter and coloring stuff out of the main part of the house, and it keeps it in here. They love coming in here. We've decorated with all kinds of bright rainbow decor, and all their pictures are on the wall, and so we just try to keep it fun. But another part of this room is it gets messy all the time because crafting is messy. So I do kind of have to keep on top of this room so it doesn't get completely out of control, and so we can keep using it for the things we want to use it for. This room was previously a bedroom, and so we haven't really added anything permanent into here in case our daughters ever don't want to share a bedroom. One of them can move down here, but it's just really nice to have this office space for all that kind of office type stuff. My kids' rooms are a total disaster, but I'm really trying to get in the habit of having them clean them up. We help them at night before they go to bed. This time though, it's been a couple days because we just got back from a trip, so things are a little bit crazy, but that's okay. I'm not gonna clean their room for them, especially the girls. They're old enough to do it on their own, and then I'll probably just help my son tonight. But this is a habit we're really working on instilling in our kids. Something I have never had is cleaning up before you get into bed and into your jammies. So that's something we're working on, but that means right now I'm just gonna shut the door and I don't have to do those rooms, which I'm kind of happy about. Okay, this is my bedroom, and not much has changed in here. That back wall, which was a kind of faux wood panel, we painted blue when we first moved in, and I kind of really loved it, so I just kept it that way, even though they did offer to re-drywall it. I just like it, it just adds a little feature. We changed out the sliding door in this room so it gets a little bit more light, and then the biggest change we did was taking out our master walk-in closet, which was a fair-sized closet. It was pretty big, but it was dark, and we had this tiny little bathroom that was just a sink and a toilet, and we've made it into this gigantic walk-in shower, huge, beautiful, bright bathroom. I'm so thrilled. The only downside is now we have one little 5 foot across reach-in closet that my husband and I have to share. But after living in the trailer all summer and having literally 3 sets of clothes for each of us, I am well practiced at paring down my clothes. I'm really surprised at how few clothes I actually need. And you know, when I had my blue house with that giant, you know, dream walk-in closet, I had way too much stuff. And I really think just the bigger your space, the more stuff you collect, but you really just keep using the same stuff. So I have 3 or 4 little drawers in my dresser. My husband has the other 4 drawers, and then we split the closet, and he gets most of it for his work suits, and I don't feel like I'm lacking in anything. So that was a really big lesson learned, and now I have my nice bright bathroom. During the reno, we redid all the bathrooms. The kids' bathroom has the same layout, but we changed out the floors, we changed out the toilets, we changed out the vanities, the tub, so everything's just bright and fresh and kind of brand new. This was one bathroom we weren't gonna do. Actually, we weren't gonna do all of the bathrooms in the reno, and then kind of as we were making plans, we said, well, we're doing everything but that, and finally we just decided, why don't we do the whole house? The contractor's gonna be here, we're gonna be doing everything anyways, and now the whole house is, you know, up to 2022, brand brand new standards. And so then we don't have to worry about one thing being old and everything being kind of mismatched. So we're very blessed that we were able to renovate the whole house all in one go. It really makes it feel like this is our house and we don't have all these make work projects except for the fireplaces, which we are still working on. So this is our little powder room. I just love it. I painted it pink, and then we've got that kind of fun floor and the green cabinet. It's just really colorful. I'm still deciding whether I want to add some wallpaper to the walls in here just to make it extra exciting. But again, trying to finish up some of the other things first before I take on new projects. Back in the kitchen, not much left to do here, just clean up the last few of the dishes, wipe down the counters. I love these bright white countertops. It's really one of my favorite things. And then we ran them up the back as a backsplash too. And then I'm just gonna mop the floors in here and I am done. Now my house is clean. I love having this fresh start. You know, it doesn't matter if you've let the whole place go. It's super messy. That happens to all of us. And sometimes you don't have time to do it all, but if you have a couple hours to just tackle it, it's so nice to feel like you're on square one again. It just always is easier to keep a clean house clean than trying to tackle a dirty house all the time.
Okay, all done. That actually took a lot longer than I thought it would, but my house looks amazing. I'm so happy I buckled down and got that done. Let me know if this motivated you to get your house clean, even just one room or one little space, or maybe tackle your hot spot. Just getting something done and getting started will make you feel so much better. All right, I will talk to you very soon. Bye-bye.